The bottom. There we go. We are here. We are live. Sorry for the delay, but thank you for everyone that's hanging out with us today. We are going to be doing the Mohawk Honda horsepower highlights and hot deals. And the first person that I have with us today, we're going to go through a full line of vehicles to kind of give you guys the inside and outside, because here at Mohawk Honda, we believe that an educated buyer is the best buyer. So how do we find the right vehicle for you? Well, of course, we're going to show you the different types of vehicles we have on our lot to showcase them to you, so you can figure out which one is better for you. And I am here with my esteemed guest for our first vehicle, the Ridgeline RTL, and he currently is a Ridgeline driver, so I thought this was no better person than Tyler Haraden. Everybody welcome Tyler Haraden to our first official live stream showcase.
It's an
You're
honor.
the first guest.
It's an honor. I mean, the pressure's on. I don't think there's any higher pressure than now.
Oh, you're good.
I'm excited. I love the Ridgeline. Like you said, I'm a long-time driver. My first car was an 07 Ridgeline, actually.
Oh, so was that the one that had like the angle on it?
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
In the tail, yeah. It was a cool car. But now I got a 2023 Ridgeline, which is even a little bit different than the 25 Ridgeline, but similar. So
awesome. Well, we're gonna get into that. But what do you love most? Like, if you had to choose, and we'll go throughout all of the features to let everybody know what all of the things that come on here. But what are some of your favorite features, and why do you love the Ridgeline? Because you drive it every day. So
yeah.
what have you found is like some of your favorite features?
Well, first off, the thing that I love about the Ridgeline the most is that it's not your average truck.
Yeah.
Where it's not, it doesn't have a rough ride, and not to say that every truck has a rough ride, but this is specifically designed to be a comfort and more convenience kind of truck, but also have that rugged utility kind of feel to it as well, which I think is so cool. There's not many trucks it's really in a class of its own. There's not many like it.
Right.
That's why I love it.
And that's because of its unibody construction, right?
That's right.
So standard, if you know anything about trucks, they usually come with a solid body construction, whereas this is just a unibody construction, which just means two separate. So you have something going like this versus going like this.
That's right.
For all the laymen out there like me, that's how I figure out which one works and how it works. So,
right.
Let's start off with the engine. What do you know about the engine?
So it's a 3.5 liter V6 engine. So you got plenty of power underneath the hood there, which is nice. Yeah. Of
course. And so with this, I know there's like this standard EPA of what you get, but what have you found? Do you even get more than what the standard EPA is?
As far as like miles per gallon?
Yeah, miles per gallon. What are you seeing on your truck?
I'm averaging about 20 miles per gallon.
Okay.
Which, I'd say, it's
not bad for a truck.
Not the best, but certainly not the worst. That's for sure. Yeah.
So I think on average, a truck probably gets around 14 or 15.
Yeah.
So that's higher than that, which
absolutely. And I'm not
putting also nice on our wallet.
I'm not putting much effort into it either. So I think if you're really conscious about, your driving habits and, you're using the Econ mode, I think you can get even better than what I'm seeing as well.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. So it's you kind of see, our friends can't really see it that much, but let me just raise this a little bit for y'all. So y'all can kind of see inside the engine bay.
Yeah.
There we go. And you guys see it's nice. It's cleaned up. There's nothing crazy around here, but so it's an easy clean too. So if you're one of those people that like to keep their vehicles clean, it's just there for you.
Absolutely. 100%. That's what we were just chatting about actually. It's a nice design. Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, so is there anything else we want to touch on in the front here, or should we move over to the side?
I think we should move over to the side.
Oh, we did forget the headlights though.
Yeah.
So these
LEDs?
are HIDs or LEDs?
LEDs.
Okay.
Yep.
So you have your turn blinkers, right? Or these are daytime running lights.
That's right.
Right, and then blinkers or turn signals.
Right.
You want to be technical. Or for the person that's still out there that says, these are my blinkers. What are you talking about?
Right.
And then your high beams, along with these are your high beams in the center, right?
Yep.
And then these are just normal lights.
Nailed it.
And on the bottom here, what are those?
Those are your fog lights.
Fog lights.
Yep.
Okay. You still make those?
They sure do.
Awesome.
Sure do. It's a dying breed, but they're still here. Yep.
And then we have our H here. But what we could do is while we're here in the front, we could talk about the windshield a little bit, right? Because we have on the windshield here, which you may or may not be able to see, and we'll touch on these on the rest of the vehicles as well, but you have the Honda Sensing suite of safety technology.
That's right.
So what comes in with that?
So there's 4 components that go into the Honda Sensing features, before we get into what each one does, what's on the windshield is your radar. So there's also a camera that's in the front emblem of the car, which is going to pick up things like cars in front of you. It's going to pick up the lanes and or the lines on the side of the road. It's going to pick up road signs. So the first thing that it's going to do is you get the adaptive cruise control, which when you set your cruise at, let's say, 65 miles per hour,
65 miles per hour.
65.
We'll go with that one.
You go the speed limit. And you approach a car that's going any slower than you, let's say 60 miles an hour. The car is going to recognize that car is going slower than you. It's going to slowly slow your car down to match the car's speed that's in front of you, and it's going to maintain that speed at a safe distance behind them, which is adjustable between 4 different levels, and it's going to maintain that speed until the car moves out of the way. You go around them, you merge into another lane, and it's going to return you back to your set cruise speed without you touching a button. So that, I mean, it's so nice. On the highway, when I'm going up to Lake George, I have my adaptive cruise on, and of course I'm paying attention to the road, but the car's going to do a lot of the work for you, which is so nice. It's
such a nice feature to have. Like,
it really is.
You know, you don't have to worry too much about, like, am I drifting into each lane? You can kind of, it's a creature feature, right?
It is. And it pairs really well with the lane keep assist, which is you'll feel the car kind of steer with you when you're going down the road, just making sure you're right in the center of your lane at all times. And if you pair that with the adaptive cruise control, it's a very convenient feature. The car does a lot of the work, which is awesome.
Money. I love it. I love it.
You gotta love it.
All right, so let's move over to the side here.
Sure.
So on the side, we obviously have what size tires?
We've got 18-inch rims.
Okay.
18-inch rims. Yep. All season tires. Yep. Nice and rugged for your off-road capabilities. If you're someone that likes to, take it off-road. And it's got different drive modes too on the inside, which we'll touch on when we get in there. But those tires, all season, will do the job.
Your vehicle is actually different because you have the Honda Performance Package.
That's true.
Or also known as the HPD package, which stands for Honda Performance
Development.
Yep. I was waiting for him to finish that.
Yeah.
See what I'm doing there. And how does that differ from I think the rims change, don't they?
Yeah, it gives you a blacked out look, which I personally love. When I saw that car for the first time, I fell in love with it. Not that I don't love, the Ridgeline's typical look, which you're seeing right here. I personally loved black rims, so I got the HPD package. Not only did it give me those rims, but it also gives me an HPD badge in the back of the car, which I think looks super sporty and super sharp. So that was a necessity for me.
But so speaking on that, let's talk a little bit about the trims on the Honda Ridgeline. So what are the few trims that someone can get?
Yeah, so the Sport is the entry level, which it still gives you plenty of technology. The main difference is from the rest of the lineup is it's going to give you a cloth interior, is where the Sport starts at, and a sporty rim. So that's one thing that's cool about Honda is the Sport trim level will always give you a sportier looking cosmetic package.
Awesome.
So after you go to the Sport, which the Sport does have wireless CarPlay and Android Auto standard with a wireless phone charger. Pretty cool.
Really?
I actually, it's pretty cool. You can't beat the wireless
Apple CarPlay over it. It's on a base. I like it.
Yeah, it's nice. You next go to the RTL, which we're looking at right here. The RTL is going to add a sunroof. It's going to add our heated seats. It's going to add leather interior. It is also going to add your memory seating as well inside the car, as some of the main key upgrades that I look for when you go up to the RTL. The next is a TrailSport, which is new to the 2025 model. Before it was the RTLE for some of the longtime Honda
RTLE
fans. Yep. So the TrailSport gives you an off-road tuned suspension, skid plate underneath. It's going to give you a little bit more rugged tire for your off-road capabilities. It'll give you orange stitching on the seats, a heated steering wheel, built-in navigation. So a couple nice upgrades for the adventurous Honda owners.
The adventurous type out there.
The adventurous type. It's a sweet car. After that, you go to the Black Edition, which, again, for your Honda people, the Black Edition is the highest trim you can go for your Hondas in the lineup. So the Black Edition is going to give you the blacked out look, which, again, I love.
His favorite?
So black rims. It's going to give you, on the inside, a little bit of an orange or a red trim to the seats, which looks super cool, super sporty.
Oh yeah.
You get ventilated seats with the car, among some other things like the built-in navigation and yeah, it's a beautiful looking car.
Love
so
it.
that's the trims. You know, you can dive deep. There's small little tweaks as you go up in each level, but those are some of the notable things that I look for when explaining what the differences are amongst the trims.
Awesome. And if you are watching or you have any questions, make sure you throw them, whether you're watching on Facebook, whether you're watching on YouTube, or our friends over on TikTok. Throw some questions in there because we want to make sure we get to them. We want to make sure that your questions are answered today. So we just went over the trims. So you have the Sport. You can quiz me. So we have the Sport, the RTL.
Nailed it. 2 for 2.
The TrailSport.
Got it.
And then the Black Edition.
Correct. Yes. You're a pro. I had no doubt. I had no doubt.
So let's talk real quick. Do blind spot monitors come on the Ridgeline at all?
It does.
Okay.
So it does come on the RTL. It's different from some Hondas. It's funny. It's actually on the inside right here.
Ah, so
square.
I'm so used to having this, because I drive a CRV.
Right.
I have a CRV Sport that actually comes with blind spot, and the blind spot is actually on the mirror.
Yep. It sure is.
But I totally forgot that they are the inside of, this is what they call the A-pillar, friends. So if anyone talks about the A-pillar, this is what, you know, it's an A. You can kind of see the A there. But it's on the inside of A-pillar. That's a little bit of our Mohawk collision coming out here. So
he's a pro.
So moving down here, let's talk a little bit about this little button here.
Yep.
So what do we got on this little button?
So this button will lock the car if you like to do it manually. Say
With the key?
Say the key's in your pocket. Yep.
Here's our beautiful key. So now it's locked.
It's locked. But you can also do it if you're someone like me who doesn't like to touch the key fob at all. You can do Walkaway auto lock, which is a feature that you manually have to turn on when the car comes new from the factory, which we here will do with you before you take the car home. So you click Walkaway auto lock in your vehicle settings. When you exit the vehicle, turn it off, you'll hear one beep. That's, you know, the car's ready to lock. And you walk further away, you'll hear a second beep, and the car will lock behind you. So this is just a way to do it manually, if you prefer, which a lot of people do, and I totally get it.
And then how do you unlock it?
Unlock it, so you put your hand right in the door handle, just like that.
And I'll let you know.
As long as the key's on your person, so pocket, bag, whatever, you gotta be within like I think it's a 3-foot radius or something, so, you know.
You want to test it? Let's see. So I have the key. What is this? Let's see. 1, 2. My feet aren't 12 inches, but all right, let's see.
That might be a little far.
Let's see.
I think well.
Nope.
Nope. Step in, here, grab it. Can you reach it?
Okay, hold on, wait, let's see. I think I have like a 6.5. Let's see.
Nope. That's about 3 feet, right?
Yeah, that's about 3 feet. All right, okay. That's awesome. Well, now you know, we tested it out, and it's about 3 feet.
Yeah.
So we'll actually show you on the inside the Walkaway auto lock features. So
Yes. We'll turn that on.
Stay tuned for that. But let's move on back to the trunk bed, because the trunk bed is actually, I think, is one of the key features for the Ridgeline. I think it's how it typically stands out from any of the other trucks that are on the market. So let's do that. Jared, you want me to just grab it, or you got it?
I can do it.
All right, perfect. So let's move on down. Obviously, 2 doors there, chrome. Actually, real quick, there's some people that don't like chrome. Are there any trims that don't have the chrome on there?
That'd be the black edition.
The black edition has no chrome.
Yep, with the blacked out package.
Okay, perfect. So just so you know, if you don't like the chrome, we also have the availability, if you want to do a chrome Elite, we have the Wrap Kings who can actually do that, which many of our customers have used, and Wrap Kings are amazing, so check them out.
They are.
All right.
Excellent.
So before we get into the in-bed truck, which is one of my favorite, let's talk about this dual action tailgate.
Yeah, it's very unique. And before we even do that, I just want to mention a change to the 25 Ridgeline actually is the Ridgeline letters in the back.
I like that.
I think it looks sharp. It looks super sharp. Like my 23 Ridgeline or the 24 Ridgeline is just going to have that typical Honda H right in the back, which again looks sharp, but it's very unique. The Ridgeline badge.
Now, Jared, if you want to show them real quick, how do we get it filled in? So you see the Ridgeline out there?
Yep. That's an additional package that you can get.
Okay.
So that is available for purchase. Like this car is brand new. Some of them do come with a PPO package from the factory, which is an accessory package that Honda would have put on the car when the car was being built. So like this specific black edition that you see right here came standard with the black emblems in the back of the car.
So if we wanted to, if we wanted to get, so I buy this red car, this red Ridgeline, and I'm like, I want these filled in. Are we able to do that? Is that part of our parts and accessories?
Absolutely.
Perfect plug for today. If you call in and say, hey, I want to order some parts for my Ridgeline for whatever Honda you have, we are offering a 20% off installation fee. So take advantage of that. Call in today, 518-370-4911.
Nailed it.
Go to parts.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, so we're gonna fill that in. You're gonna call parts. You're gonna fill this in, and now we're moving on to obviously our little camera there. Now, I would say that some people have a hesitation. Does this lock? Does the tailgate locks when I lock it?
It sure does. It is a feature that you actually have to. You got to turn that on. So it might not be on. Yep, it's not on now.
Where do you turn that on? I actually didn't know
that. You do that in your vehicle settings.
Okay.
So that's something you can enable or disable. Which I mean, I recommend turning it on. You know, it's a nice thing to have, especially if you get a cargo cover. You know. It's nice to have your stuff locked in.
It's funny that we were talking about the cargo cover because look, there's another Ridgeline right here with the cargo cover.
There you go.
So everyone take a look. That's another accessory. Again, 20% off if you want a cargo cover for your Ridgeline.
That's something that I got on my Ridgeline, and it's nice to have. It's really it's worth the money. It's because you lock your stuff and everything stays dry, and even in the winter time, it's nice to just be able to push the snow right off the cargo cover, rather than having to get in and pull it out of the trunk, which can be a little bit of a pain in the butt.
That's awesome. All right, let's get into the dual action tailgate. So this is one of my favorites. I think Honda definitely was the first, I believe, for this.
I'm pretty sure they were.
And then all the other trucks like, oh well, we should probably do something too. So
Right. Yeah. Honda's always had it. So as you saw, Nate was kind of messing around with it, but it of course will come down just like that. But the coolest part is there's a little lever on the side, which it swings open, so that's your dual action tailgate, for a little bit easier access.
And you'll also notice here, this is jibbed down, so this becomes your step.
That's right.
So that's really cool.
Honda thinks of everything.
Yep.
They're the best.
All right.
So we'll close that up. And let's pull it down this way.
We got the tailgate. Now, I don't know if this is actually true, but I feel like this is where you sit, right?
Right.
You got two friends sitting. And then in here, this is where your glasses go, or your cups, or your cans of cola. Go right here in between,
I've never thought about it, but it makes a lot of sense.
Doesn't it make sense?
It makes a lot of sense. I like that.
Now you know.
I like that.
So this is one of the fun parts, is that this has an in-bed trunk, which you think of truck, you think no trunk space, right? You're like, oh, I got a bed, I'm good, right? Wrong. Now they say specifically for tailgating, so you put your ice in here, which is really cool. So take a look at this. The cap. There's a cap in here for all of the ice when it melts. It's pretty epic. Now,
so cool.
Now we get even better. This actually has storage spaces right here, so you can organize it however you want. So my dad has a bunch of tools. You can put all of your tools in here if you ever wanted to, things like that.
Yeah.
So you don't have to have it out in the open. And yes, you're wondering, this one does lock separately. So you lock this here, and it will lock for you.
It's pretty sweet. Yeah,
it's sealed.
I put my golf clubs in there. I grew up.
I didn't even think about that.
Bags, baseball bags. If you got kids that are playing baseball, gym bag, whatever it is. It's multifunctional.
And then we got, is the one in here? Nope. So, Jared, if you want to come around real quick. On the higher editions, you actually get a plug here, which would be really nice. So do you know which trim levels the plug comes on?
I believe it's the TrailSport.
TrailSport?
Yes.
And probably the black edition?
Yeah, it would come with the black edition as well. 100% on the black edition. I'm pretty sure it's in the TrailSport.
Okay.
I have to double check on that one though.
That would make sense.
Yep, don't quote me on that one.
Don't quote, but take a look. Give Tyler a call. He'll be willing to help you out find that. And then you just put these in here like this. locked up. And then you have 8 tow hooks in the back here,
Yep.
which is really nice. And yeah, and you probably see this little accessory piece here. Let's go on the inside because we're running out of time, friends.
Let's do it. And even while we're in the back, just touch on that rear window.
Oh yeah.
I love to have open for some fresh air when I'm coming into work or going home from work on the nice summer day.
You get in on the driver's side, I'll get in on the passenger side. So I'll start in the back real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, car's locked. Now it's open.
All right. So should
yeah,
we touch on
tell the people a little bit about this.
Yep, so the seat is, of course, you're seeing it in its up position now for extra storage if you were to put anything in the back. But a little pull of this lever on the side will release it. You can lock your seat in just like that. So if you got, you're carrying a couple extra people, a nice spacious back seat for them. But you also still get underneath storage underneath their seat even when it's down, which is super nice. So we'll put this back up like so. It just locks right into place, just like that. You also get a 12-volt charger in the back as well if you're carrying some people that need to charge, which is super nice. What do you think, Nate? Should we, you got anything else for the back? We got good storage, good room for your passengers.
I just love that it goes up and down. I think that's one of my favorite things.
Yeah, it's nice.
So let's get on the inside. We'll put this down.
Let's do it.
So we can I'll put those down for Jared so we can show people.
Jump right in. All right. Turn her on. All right. Cool. So this is something that got redesigned in 2025 as well. And I don't know if I had mentioned it, but the main differences between the 24 and the 25 are that rear tailgate with the emblems in the back. This is the major redesign. It's what you're seeing that a lot in the 2025 pilots. Your new Passport or have this nice big center console here.
This is really nice.
I love it. It's so comfortable. In the past, it was your armrests, which are also nice, but this, I think, it fits perfectly. There's something about it.
Yeah.
Bigger.
Well, there's no armrest, right? So you got to have a wider one for both arms, for both passengers, which I actually enjoy. Right. I don't think it's actually necessary for those now that you have this center console, which is cool.
This is it's just a comfortable feel. So we also got, just run through a couple of features. I think we touched on a couple of them, but over here on the left by the door handle, you get your memory seating, which comes standard with your leather seats. So you get 2 seat positions, which will automatically move to your set seat position that you prefer, which I'll do set at number 1 because I'm comfortable. It'll automatically move to that spot when I turn the car on.
That's cool.
Moving left to right. So you've got a fully digital, or half digital, sorry, in this Ridgeline for your screen here. I prefer to leave mine on range and fuel because I like to see how many miles until empty. Kind of keep track of
who actually
how I'm
looks
doing
at the
on
gauge
mileage.
anymore? I just look to see how many miles I have left.
That's what I do too. That's what I do too.
So much less anxiety knowing how many miles, well, potential miles.
Totally agree. I totally agree. And there's a bunch of other stuff you can go through, like you can have your audio, your phone, a little compass on the screen as well. So play around with it, see what you prefer. Mostly every Honda will have that design, which you can play around with if you've got anything else. So kind of moving across, I touched on the adaptive cruise control and the lane keep assist earlier in the live. So this is your lane keep assist, which if we hit main, once you see that symbol pop up on the dash there, that's how you know it's ready to go. So you can set your cruise at any miles per hour. This is gonna change the distance from the cars in front of you and what your set cruise speed and what the distance that you prefer to be behind them is. So that's adjusting that. And one cool thing that I don't think a lot of people know is if you don't prefer the car to do adaptive cruise control and you like to manually turn on and off your cruise control, like most cars in the past have had, you hold this button here for a couple seconds and it's not gonna do it for me. So if you press and hold on this, it's gonna switch to your standard cruise mode where you can manually cancel, manually turn on your cruise and not have the car do the work for you. Your lane keep assist is this one, which the car will steer with you as you go down the road, which you can turn on and off just by pressing the button. And then moving into the screen, so we got the vehicle settings up. So we're talking about the Walkaway auto lock.
This is actually new though, because the pictures on here I didn't even know existed until just now. typically it was just a list where it had everything listed, and you just scroll now. But now it kind of shows you what it is, which is really nice. I love it. So we talked about the Walkaway Auto feature, which is now like, this is how it used to look, right? This is all the things, but now they make it easier for you to be like, oh, what is keyless access? Oh, it's got that little fob on here.
Yep.
So the Walkaway Auto Lock feature on here, you turn on, turn off. That is really nice.
Yep.
And you can change how the door unlocks and how the door unlocks. So I've had a lot of females ask me about, I want just the driver door. I don't want anything else to open up. Versus if you want all the doors to open up, which would be right here, which is really nice.
Right.
And you could just go through all of these and really find out for yourself how you like them.
Yeah.
And we have a full line of delivery specialists here that specialize specifically in all of the awesome features that your Honda vehicle has to offer.
Yes.
Which is really nice.
I love that. Makes it super easy.
Is there anything else you want to touch on, since that was kind of like what we were talking about?
Yeah, I mean, there's some other things you can go in and mess around with, like when your door and window set up your keyless entry. So, like, you know, little things that are all preference to certain people.
Right.
You know, when you put the car in drive and you start accelerating, the doors will lock. Or as soon as you put the car in drive without accelerating, the doors will lock. When you put the car in park, the doors will unlock. You know, there's certain settings that you can turn on and off, which I recommend either ask your delivery coordinator when you pick the car up to go through those settings with you, which 99% of the time they will, you know, unless you're in a big rush.
Yeah.
But something, if you have a car at home right now, open up your vehicle settings, just mess around with them, see what you like. It's all preference, like I said, but they're only there to be a convenience to you, which I think is fun about getting a new car, is just messing around and customizing the settings to how you like them.
So we talked about all the different trims and different things like that. Obviously back here we have our heated seats. This is the RTL. We are currently in the RTL, if anyone's wondering.
Yep.
If you are on Facebook right now, or if you're on TikTok, we will fix the showcase for our TikTok friends. And if you're on YouTube, send us some comments. If you have any questions on any of the vehicles that we're talking about right now, please feel free to put them in there. But we talked about the trunk lock. There is the on-off for the trunk lock, which is kind of nice. That's that right there. No, this is the trunk. Where's the tailgate lock?
The tailgate lock is in your vehicle settings, where we were just looking. So I believe it's in your keyless access, or it's in your. I haven't done this in a little while, so yeah, tailgate power lock.
There you go.
So it's disabled right now. So when you enable it, when you walk away from the car, if you have your Walkaway auto lock on, that just makes the trunk automatically lock as well.
Awesome.
Which is a nice thing to have.
And then the last thing we'll talk about, that this is actually fully customizable. So if you're an Android user or an Apple CarPlay user, you can actually press and hold these bad Larrys, and you can move them however you want, which is really nice.
Absolutely.
Plus a tri-climate. I think another cool feature about the truck is that it has a tri-climate control, which also means passenger, driver, and your back passengers can choose what they want.
Absolutely.
Which is really nice.
You gotta love that. Yeah.
Sunglass holder. I will say, there's one thing I'm sad about. They took this out.
I know.
I mean, they kept it that way. They might as well just kept it in there. But,
I agree.
You know,
I agree.
It's what it is.
Honda's funny.
For your dog, you know, your dog's back there. They like to look at you. Anyway.
It's true.
All right.
What did we miss anything? I think we did a pretty dang good job, right?
I think we got it. Let's head out. We'll touch on a few things, and then we'll head on to our next vehicle. Thanks,
awesome.
Tyler.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So if you're just hopping on, wondering what's going on here, we are here. Let's see here. And help out my. We are here at Mohawk Honda. We are showcasing all the vehicles. Not all the vehicles. We have a bunch of vehicles that we're going to showcase today. Today, the first vehicle that we showcase is our Honda Ridgeline, courtesy of one of our resident experts, Tyler Haraden, who is a sales and leasing consultant here. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to him. how can someone find you if they have any questions?
Yeah, so call our phone number 518-370-4911. My personal extension is 106. I'm always happy to take questions. Whatever you need, your resource. I'd prefer to be a resource at Mohawk Honda. So come and see me. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Tyler.
Absolutely.
So the next vehicle we're going to get pulled up in just a moment. If you're just hopping on here, welcome. My name is Nathaniel Grecklick here at Mohawk Honda. We are doing a highlights and hot deals showcase. We're going to be going through the Ridgeline, which we just went through. We're going to be going through the HRV. We're going to be going through the Civic and the Passport for all of our friends here. We have to get this vehicle out, get the next vehicle in, and you can tune in wherever you want. We are on Facebook, YouTube, and our friends over here on TikTok are having just a blast chatting with one another. So with that being said, we got to get the next vehicle in. Please stay tuned. If you are an HRV lover looking into maybe one of your friends' college students are going to college and maybe they need a new vehicle, all of these fun things. Maybe you are planning for your kid to go to college in September. Yes, it is time to pre-plan, get that all started. But before we do anything else, we are going to get the next vehicle in here, which is going to be the HRV. Make sure you like and share this stream with any of your friends because we have a couple more vehicles showing up. And before that, I want to let you know we are offering a 20% off our parts installations. So if you see a vehicle on here, or maybe you already own a Mohawk Honda or just own a Honda, our parts department is offering 20% off the installation price of the parts that you buy. So with that being said, let's get into the next vehicle, which is going to be our HRV. We'll see you in just a moment. Thanks, everybody.
Here are 6 facts in 30 seconds about oil changes, and the 4th one will surprise you. Hi guys, it's Ashley at Mohawk Honda, and welcome to Fast Facts. The primary purpose of an oil change is to get the old, dirty oil out, put clean, fresh oil in that will properly lubricate your engine. It is recommended to get your oil changed either A, when your maintenance minder light comes on, or B, once a year if you don't drive enough mileage to trigger the maintenance light. Timely oil changes contribute to the longevity of your engine by protecting it from excessive wear. There are many different types of oils out there, so that's why it's best to consult a service advisor like myself to advise you on the proper oil to use in your vehicle. Frequent oil changes can also contribute to better fuel efficiency. While it is possible to do your oil change, it is better left to the experts like us. Not only are we going to do your oil and filter change, we're also going to do a complimentary multi-point inspection on the entire vehicle. Was that over 30 seconds? Well, we'll see you next time.
Hi everyone, today we're here with the all-new 2024 Honda Pilot. The Pilot is the perfect family-friendly vehicle and has plenty of space for cargo and passengers. This new Pilot is currently available on our lot today in this navy blue color, and we also have a wide variety of other colors you can choose from. If you're interested in this vehicle or another one like it, stop by today or visit our website.
At Mohawk Chevrolet, we are more than just a car dealership. We are your neighbors. We are the team cheering you on. We are helping hands when you need it most. And we are your family. Because at Mohawk Chevrolet, our people are the reason why.
This is a 23-year-old car, and it may look like that on the outside and the inside for now, but the team is going to clean this up to make it look showroom ready.
When I joined Mohawk Honda, I wasn't really sure where I wanted to go or what I wanted to do. I quickly came to realize no matter what position I was in, I wanted to be a part of the Mohawk team. The atmosphere, environment, and people made me feel like I was on a team and a part of something bigger than myself. My favorite thing about selling cars at Mohawk is the experience I get to provide to my customers. Outside of work, you can find me going to the gym, golfing, and spending time with my family. I'm Dalton Crow from Bolson Spa. That's my story, and this is my Mohawk Honda, where we go out of our way to please you.
For decades, Mohawk Honda has been dedicated to one thing: our customers. It's more than just a slogan, it's how we've always done business, putting you first. At Mohawk Honda, we'll go out of our way to please you.
So let me get this straight. You don't think the 2025 Honda Ridgeline is a real truck? Let's break this down. Do other trucks have a dual action tailgate with in-bed storage? Oh yeah, there's a drain plug down there, by the way, for the big games that we're about to watch too. And let's talk about this perfect fit bed liner and the fact that we don't have any obnoxious wheel wells getting our way. But I guess it's still not a truck. How about that smooth, quiet ride? Try climate control, safety features that I don't have to pay extra for. But you're right. Guess it's not a truck. And it can tow up to 5,000 pounds. But it's not a truck. So now that we broke this down, I guess you're right. It's not a truck. It's more. It offers you everything you need, plus some. This is the 2025 Honda Ridgeline. I'm John Kerber, Mohawk Honda.
are 6 facts in 30 seconds about oil changes, and the fourth one will surprise you. Hi guys, it's Ashley at Mohawk Honda, and welcome to Fast Facts. The primary purpose of an oil change is to get the old, dirty oil out, put clean, fresh oil in that will properly lubricate your engine. It is recommended to get your oil changed either A, when your maintenance minder light comes on, or B, once a year if you don't drive enough mileage to trigger the maintenance light. Timely oil changes contribute to the longevity of your engine by protecting it from excessive wear. There are many different types of oils out there, so that's why it's best to consult a service advisor like myself to advise you on the proper oil to use in your vehicle. Frequent oil changes can also contribute to better fuel efficiency. While it is possible to do your oil change, it is better left to the experts like us. Not only are we going to do your oil and filter change, we're also going to do a complimentary multi-point inspection on the entire vehicle. Was that over 30 seconds? Well, we'll see you next time.
This is a 23-year-old car, and it may look like that on the outside and the inside for now, but the team is going to clean this up to make it look showroom ready.
When I joined Mohawk Honda, I wasn't really sure where I wanted to go or what I wanted to do. I quickly came to realize no matter what position I was in, I wanted to be a part of the Mohawk team. The atmosphere, environment, and people made me feel like I was on a team and a part of something bigger than myself. My favorite thing about selling cars at Mohawk is the experience I get to provide to my customers. Outside of work, you can find me going to the gym, golfing, and spending time with my family. I'm Dalton Crow from Bolson Spa. That's my story, and this is my Mohawk Honda, where we go out of our way to please you.
For decades, Mohawk Honda has been dedicated to one thing: our customers. It's more than just a slogan, it's how we've always done business, putting you first. At Mohawk Honda, we'll go out of our way to please you.
So let me get this straight. You don't think the 2025 Honda Ridgeline is a real truck? Let's break this down. Do other trucks have a dual action tailgate with in-bed storage? Oh yeah, there's a drain plug down there, by the way, for the big games that we're about to watch too. And let's talk about this perfect fit bed liner and the fact that we don't have any obnoxious wheel wells getting our way. But I guess it's still not a truck. How about that smooth, quiet ride? Try climate control, safety features that I don't have to pay extra for. But you're right. Guess it's not a truck. And it can tow up to 5,000 pounds. But it's not a truck. So now that we broke this down, I guess you're right. It's not a truck. It's more. It offers you everything you need, plus some. This is the 2025 Honda Ridgeline. I'm John Kerber, Mohawk Honda.
Hi, I'm Luis Morales. I'm a sales consultant here at Mohawk Honda. I started in the industry as a parts manager, then moved into sales for the past 6 years here at Mohawk Honda. I like working at Mohawk Honda because of the people, the atmosphere, and putting dreams in driveways. Outside of work, I enjoy my times with my family, going out to dinner and hanging out. The reason you should choose me as a salesperson is I will give you the best VIP experience on your car buying process. I'll make it as easy as 1, 2, 3, and I'm very fun and outgoing. Again, I'm Luis Morales from Mohawk Honda, and I am looking forward to work with you soon.
All right, everybody, we are back with the red HRV, or what's the color of this?
This is a radiant red.
The Radiant Red HRV 2025, or 4.
Yep, 2025 HRV
They always mess up the
Sport.
numbers. They always mess up the years on me. You never know. It could be a 26 for all I know. But we are here with Maddie V, one of our other resident experts of our vehicles here. So Maddie, thank you for taking some time to share with our friends here on Facebook, YouTube, and our friends on TikTok to answer questions about the HRV. So we're going to do a nice little walk around, showcase what you guys should know about this. If you are looking, maybe you have a family member that's looking for a nice little compact SUV, the HRV is a great option.
It has a reputation. You know, the HRV has a reputation for style, comfort, advanced technology, and it's a fun car to drive. So
let's start with the engine a little bit.
Yeah, we'll start with the engine here. So it boasts 158 horsepower. It's a 4-cylinder engine. A couple things underneath the hood here. So Honda's always thinking about your safety. So besides the engine, besides your components in here, you got some safety features too. So God forsake, if there's ever like a fire or combustion or anything like that, you have a fire blanket under here too. Now, not a lot of people know that. It's only held on by these plastic pins here. So if in fact that occurrence does happen, once that temperature rises up, these plastic pins here, it'll melt and it'll drop down and snuff out the flames, just as an added safety feature on your Honda HRV.
Wow. So when we're talking about mileage here, what do you think we're getting with this?
So mileage on here, it'll vary per driver, but as long as you don't have a Mario Andretti type foot, you're going to get really good gas mileage in this vehicle. So you got LED tail lights, or LED lights right in the front, and LED tail lights in the rear. So it really helps with visibility. So you can see up here that you barely even need to use your high beams in this vehicle. You got really bright lights.
There you go. So these are your daytime running lights, these little light bars, right?
Yep.
And then these are just your normal lights, and then if we put them on all the way, bing,
bam.
Beautiful. Love it.
And part of the all-new redesign here on the HRV,
let's close this bad thing.
They kind of stretched it out from the previous models, which gives you more space, gives it a more stylish look to it, makes it more sleek. Coming around to the exterior on the side here, you have your 18-inch black alloy wheels. So take a look here.
He's trying to figure out where the camera is.
Trying to figure out which camera we're using. So over here you can see these beautiful wheels here really stand out. So the sport model, it's really one of the top rated models just because it's aesthetically pleasing.
So when we're talking about the different, what size rim is this?
These are 18s.
18s. And we're talking about the different style trims. What trim levels are there for the HRV?
So you have the LX, okay. You got the sport model, and you got your EXL.
That's it?
That's what you got.
There's only 3.
You got 3.
So that makes it easy. You don't have to remember all these
different packages. So we got a premium pack, we got a Watcha pack in there. It's, you know, it can get pretty crazy with these manufacturers and how they put these random packages on here. Honda tries to keep it pretty simple. You know, we got trims, this is what it comes with, which one works best for you.
I'm loving simple.
You know,
simple is always good.
That's it.
So we kind of are talking about the trims a little bit. What comes on what's base? So like when we're talking about technology, we see that we have some Honda sensing safety technology on the windshield, right? Does this come with blind spot monitoring? What other safety features come with each trim? So
you do have your Honda Sensing Suite in here. So on your sport model, you got collision mitigation service, you got road departure mitigation, so you got blind spot detection as well. So you got it right in the side view mirror here. So right here, you'll notice this indicator here. This will light up orange when somebody comes up in your blind spot. If you don't notice it, illuminating orange, and you put on your blinker anyways, your Honda's going to start yelling at you. It's going to start giving you those audible chimes to let you know that there's either an object, a vehicle, something's there that could cause some problems for you. So don't go in that lane if you see that indicator.
Now I see we have the black piano. Is this standard, or is there a trim that kind of matches the side view mirror with the car color?
So on the EXL trim, you can get your body color
Okay.
that'll match with the vehicle if you like it to, be that type of aesthetic, having a solid color throughout the whole car. On the Sport model, it kind of accents your black wheels, giving you the black accent here. You got black badging on there. It really makes those black parts of the car really pop.
Yeah, personally, I like it. So,
Yeah, I like
I
it
was
too.
just wondering for those who are like, you know what, I don't really like the black side view mirror. How do I get that fixed? So that's one of the things. One thing I am noticing is that I wonder if it's just the Sport model. So on the Ridgeline that we just talked about, the RTL had chrome accents around the doors and like on the middle pieces here. Is this because this is a Sport, or typically this is what we're going to get on the HRV?
This is because it's the Sport.
Okay.
So on the EXL, you're going to have those types of accents.
Okay.
So you'll have those brighter colors. You'll have, it's more of a silver that you'll see around the window there.
Okay, all right. So are there any accessories that we can kind of put along this HRV if we wanted to?
So with the HRV, for accessories, the sky is the limit. You got a cargo tray. You can pop that right in the trunk.
Yeah, we'll show that in just a moment.
Yeah.
Set that off to the side here.
Now that's the all-weather mat. That's your all rubber mat. So if you're getting items in and out of that trunk, makes it a little easier so you're not damaging the carpeted mat in the back.
But we can also get them on the inside too, right? We can all weather floor mats.
Oh yeah, you can get them on the inside for the front, the rear, and in the trunk.
Did you know that today with our live stream, if you call in and you order, you get 20% off the installation price?
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Now you know.
All right. So call in today. If you have any type of accessory that you're looking for to completely customize and make it unique to you, your vehicle, call us. We got 20% off for you today if you call.
Yeah, perfect. All right, let's start to work our way towards the trunk area.
All right.
I want to grab the special 20% off piece of accessory installation price.
Check this out. This is our cargo tray for the trunk. This is offered for a special today for 20% off. Check out this unit here. So nice all-weather mat. It's completely form-fitted for the trunk of the vehicle. So we're just gonna, boom, slap it right in. Whoosh. And it fits right in there, nice and flush.
Yeah, so typically you have this nice little carpet area underneath. Extra storage.
Extra storage under there.
That's always nice, I like that.
And then even underneath there, what a lot of new cars don't come with nowadays, you get a spare tire. And you get the tools to go with it.
That's nice. See, I didn't know that.
So a lot of...
It's like one of those Russian boxes. Where they just, just keep one inside the other, inside the other, inside the other.
Yep.
Just keep surprising us with all the fun
You got
stuff.
the HRV Russian doll storage compartment.
So what else do we have here in the back?
So in the back here, you also got your 60-40 split. So I folded down the one side for you so you could see the 40 side folded down. Now your 60 side will also fold down just in case you have any larger cargo that you're putting in and out of the vehicle. Now, here, let me show you the 60 side.
If you're fitting a Nate.
If you're fitting a Nate in here, you're going to need to fold down this side as well.
I'm 6'1".
So he's 6'1". And he fits in the back of this HRV just so you can gauge the space. A lot of people feel as if maybe the HRV wouldn't fit their needs for storage capacity. Well, check this out. I figure you can fit a couple 2-tree Nates in there.
There you go. Awesome.
And then another thing to touch on back here, you also have a 12-volt charger. So in case you go like camping, you want to blow up like an air mattress on the fly, you got that in the rear of your vehicle as well.
That's nice. Never thought about that. Shall we move and show them?
Watch
you
your
go on
head.
that side, Jared will follow you. We'll go into the back passenger.
All right.
The back. So lift these up.
Bam. Okay. So let's go ahead and hop in.
All right.
So back here, your HRV is covered by surround airbags around the entire vehicle. So even your rear occupants can feel peace of mind that they will be protected. God forsake there is any type of accident, your Honda airbags will deploy. They'll poof across all the windows for you so none of that broken glass comes inside and harms any of the occupants.
Love that. And I just noticed that these are actually touch lights.
Yeah, so these are pretty cool. So you got some recessed lighting in here, making it very luxurious. Typically, you would see this kind of feature in a millionaire mansion, but you get it in your HRV.
All right, let's move it up.
All right, we're going to take it up to the front. Oh, all right.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Coming in the back.
Sorry, Jared, we forgot about that one.
That's all right. All right, so we're going to start it up here. Listen to that 158 horsepower roar. All right, so in here you got a plethora of features to enjoy. So first off, what you'll notice first is the new honeycomb mesh grille. That's part of the new redesign on the HRVs. So making it more modern feel, more stylish look to it. Now you have over here on the left of the steering wheel, you got your left and right, you got your side view mirror adjuster here, lock and unlock, child locks, automatic up and down for your driver and passenger side.
Ooh, so obviously I'm a techie guy. I like to look and see what kind of technology comes with the vehicle. First off, we have the leather center console, which is kind of really cool. You have that extra little space here, but what you may not be able to see, let's see if we can show this, Jared. Here on the inside, there it is. You can see there's a USB-C charger, and that's actually on both sides. So you have it on Maddie's side and you have it on my side, which is really nice.
So those fast charger ports, they'll actually charge your phone from 0 to 80% in 20 minutes. So just keep that in mind. If you're running low on some battery, you're gonna get some more charge in this puppy pretty quick too.
And then we also have the USB here, and this one is going to be probably for your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, right?
Yep. So that'll be for your Android Auto, Apple CarPlay up here. That's your data transferable port. And you'll notice up here, one's already selected, you got your heated seats to keep those colder mornings a little bit more cozy.
Nice.
Now you got your climate control settings up here. You got your fan speed, temperature gauge, direction of your airflow, and then hazards centrally located just in case you ever need to use them. Your Honda sensing suites in here, you got blind spot detection, you got adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, road departure mitigation. This vehicle is covered in safety features to make sure that you have a safe ride along the way.
So I noticed that this is just a single zone air. Is there any HRV that comes with maybe a dual climate control?
Absolutely. So the step up from the Sport will be the EXL model, and that'll come with dual zone climate control. So that'll allow you to have your own temperature over here. As you can see, I got my heated seat on. I like to stay a little cozy. Nate runs hot. He's keeping his heated seat off.
Definitely run hot.
So basically, I would have my temperature over here. Say I would want it a little bit higher, and his would be a little bit lower. So he would actually have a temperature gauge over here. He can control his own temperature, and I can have mine over here. So that'll be available on the 2025 HRV EXL model. You'll have your dual zone climate control.
Awesome. So obviously this is the middle, right? This is, we have the LX, the Sport, and then the EXL. What are we missing in here that comes with the EXL, which is our top model?
So the main things that people look for in the EXL model is going to be the moonroof. Moonroof's number one, and then leather seating throughout the vehicle.
Gotcha.
So that's a couple of the main differences, besides having Honda Link as well available with the vehicle on the EXL trim. But those are the main differences. You know, as far as, comfortability, your cloth seating is going to be absolutely superb for you. They actually changed the design on these seats. So if you end up spilling something in the seat, you see the lines in the seats?
Yeah.
It'll actually make the liquid bead into these seams, so it makes it a little easier for cleanup.
Wow. Would you look at that?
Would you look at that?
What else are we missing in here that we can talk about?
So, any other things that we would be missing, I would say...
One feature that we didn't have, this is for people that have been following along with us during this journey. In the Ridgeline, they didn't have a brake hold, or one that I didn't see. They might have put it in there now, but brake hold is an excellent feature for those that stop and go traffic, different things like that. Well, that probably comes with lane keep assist. Does this have low speed follow?
It does have low speed follow as well.
So that's something that also wasn't on the Ridgeline. The Ridgeline doesn't have low speed follow, and for those that are wondering what that's all about, essentially your vehicle will come to a complete stop. And so you can do stop and go traffic. It will actually move forward and all that fun stuff for you. But the brake hold specifically is going to be for the individual that's maybe you're at a stoplight, or maybe you're in the drive-through, right? When you come to a complete stop, this will actually hold it while it's in drive. So all you have to do is press the pedal, the go pedal, and you're good. And then you stop, and you're stopped. You can take your foot right off the brake.
Yeah, it also comes into clutch. Say you're in bumper-to-bumper traffic, right? And you don't feel like switching your foot from the brake to the gas, brake to the gas, brake to the gas, constantly, over and over, right? So with that brake hold feature, you can roll to a stop, right? You're in bumper-to-bumper traffic, you're crawling. So you roll to a stop. And what that brake hold is going to do for you, it's automatically going to hold that brake pressure for you, so that all you have to do is just tap that gas pedal, and you're on your way. So it's a little bit of a luxury feature, I feel, so that you don't have to keep switching back and forth or just hold your foot on the brake. It's a nice feature.
What's the price point of this vehicle?
So this one's going to be in the $32,000 range. Depending on color. Premium color is a little bit of an upcharge, which this would be an upcharge. This is a premium color, this nice red. But to touch back here, you do have your different drive modes with this vehicle. So you got your normal mode, you got Econ, you got snow mode. You also have additional drive modes here. You got sport mode and low gear. So if you like a little bit more sporty of a drive, more get up and boogie, definitely rock it in sport mode. Low gear, typically customers will not, be able to find themselves in a situation where they need to use low gear unless you're doing some serious off-roading. Now with your drive mode, for your normal everyday driving through town, just keep it in normal mode. Econ mode, I find that most efficient paired with your cruise control. That way it'll be the most fuel economic. And then you got your snow mode, just how it sounds. If there's snow on the ground, pop it in snow mode. What these different drive modes do is it changes the algorithm for how the vehicle operates, so it's most efficient in that type of drive mode. So with the sport mode, you're going to get faster acceleration, faster shift points, more get up and boogie. And then you got hill descent control down here as well. So this will hold your brake pressure for you for a couple extra seconds so you don't roll into somebody or roll back into somebody while you're on a hill.
Beautiful. I don't want to roll into anybody.
Yeah, nobody wants to roll into anybody. And then last but not least over here in the center console, you got an electronic parking brake now. So no longer you have to have that pull tab or push one with your foot. You just put your foot on the brake, pull this up, and that'll engage your parking brake. So Honda always recommends, if you're on an incline or decline hill, to engage your parking brake, okay? And then to disengage it, you put your foot on the brake, push down on that tab, and then it'll disengage for you.
Lovely. And the one thing that I want to point out, because some vehicles don't come with it, is that auto up and auto down on the windshield, on the window for the passenger.
Yep.
So typically, most will give you just the driver's side.
Yeah.
But this one it's like the optional feature for your passenger, not in the HRV.
Not in the HRV. And then you got your vanity mirror up here with
a light,
so you can check out the mug, see how you're doing. Well, we're doing good today, thank you. And then you got your light controls up here as he opens up the door, and then when we close it, it'll fade right back out. It's usually how people have it.
I think the back door is open still.
Wait for it. Aha!
Perfect. Awesome. Let's get up, and I think we're about to finish this bad Larry up.
All right.
So it seems pretty capable. I love the fact that this is all-wheel drive, right?
Yeah, and it's a real-time all-wheel drive system. So it's an intelligent all-wheel drive system. So there's no button you got to push. There's nothing that you have to activate. If the vehicle senses that your all-wheel drive system needs to be activated, it's automatically going to put it on for you.
And so if someone's looking, who do you think this would most benefit? Because obviously, I have 2 kids. I'm not going to get an HRV. Who do you think this would best benefit, this vehicle?
So this vehicle best benefits, smaller families, not somebody that's 7 foot tall, but it's a compact SUV. It's stylish. It's got a lot of technology. typically, you know, younger crowds, older crowds. This fits the T for most consumers. I wouldn't even say that this is depicted towards one group of customers. This would work well for mostly anybody that's looking for a safe, reliable, all-wheel drive vehicle that can get you from A to B and be pretty fun about it too.
Love it. Well, if someone has any other further questions, please feel free to throw them in the chat. If you are following on Facebook or our YouTube page, feel free to throw your comments in there. Thank you, Maddie V, for sharing your expertise with us. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And this is the HRV 2025 Sport model. We went through all the trims, what things offer on some and what are not offered on others. So if you have any questions, if someone wanted to reach out to you, how could they get a hold of you?
So if you ever need to reach me, you have any questions, you'd like to just inquire, my number here, it's 518-934-5913. My name is Matt Van Gelder over here at Mohawk Honda. Everybody calls me Matty V. Very nice to meet you all. Give me a call anytime. I'm always here to help.
And we do have a featured special on this HRV. You want to tell everybody about it?
We have a what?
We have a special.
We have a special?
We do.
We have a special? Well, this special is $299 a month, $999 down plus tax, titles, and fees. Come on in. We'll get you into this red Butte in no time.
Awesome. All right, everybody. Well, we got to get the next vehicle in here. What are we bringing in, the Civic, or are we bringing in the Passport? Let's see what we're bringing in here next. So, Maddie, we've been doing this. We did the Ridgeline first. Then we had your beautiful HRV presentation for us. Next, we're going to move into a little bit of the parts spotlight with a little bit of Q&A. So we're going to go through some of the different things, but we are going to bring the Passport in here.
Ooh, nice.
Have you seen the new Passport yet?
Oh, I've seen that new Passport. Everybody's ranting, raving about it. You guys got to come in here and see this thing. The video's only going to do it so much justice. You got to see it in person.
100%. Well, with that being said, thank you so much, Maddie, for sharing your expertise. Everyone reach out to him if you have any questions about the HRV or any of the vehicles on our lot. But we are going to get set up for our next showcase, which is going to be the Passport TrailSport, I believe, in green.
Ooh, the ash green metallic.
Ash green metallic. Now, for me, there's two colors that I love the most. The ash green and the orange. What's the orange one?
Sunset orange.
Sunset orange. And that's just because orange is my favorite color. So,
I think it looks pretty sharp with the orange clips in the front, with the sunset orange paint. It looks pretty sharp.
Oh yeah. So tune in just a moment. We're going to get everything set up for our next vehicle showcase of the Passport. Thanks everybody. See you in a bit.
All right. See you later.
Here are 6 facts in 30 seconds about oil changes, and the fourth one will surprise you. Hi guys, it's Ashley at Mohawk Honda, and welcome to Fast Facts. The primary purpose of an oil change is to get the old, dirty oil out, put clean, fresh oil in that will properly lubricate your engine. It is recommended to get your oil changed either A, when your maintenance minder light comes on, or B, once a year if you don't drive enough mileage to trigger the maintenance light. Timely oil changes contribute to the longevity of your engine by protecting it from excessive wear. There are many different types of oils out there, so that's why it's best to consult a service advisor like myself to advise you on the proper oil to use in your vehicle. Frequent oil changes can also contribute to better fuel efficiency. While it is possible to do your oil change, it is better left to the experts like us. Not only are we going to do your oil and filter change, we're also going to do a complimentary multi-point inspection on the entire vehicle. Was that over 30 seconds? Well, we'll see you next time.
This is a 23-year-old car, and it may look like that on the outside and the inside for now, but the team is going to clean this up to make it look showroom ready.
I joined Mohawk Honda, I wasn't really sure where I wanted to go or what I wanted to do. I quickly came to realize no matter what position I was in, I wanted to be a part of the Mohawk team. The atmosphere, environment, and people made me feel like I was on a team and a part of something bigger than myself. My favorite thing about selling cars at Mohawk is the experience I get to provide to my customers. Outside of work, you can find me going to the gym, golfing, and spending time with my family. I'm Dalton Crow from Bolson Spa. That's my story, and this is my Mohawk Honda, where we go out of our way to please you.
For decades, Mohawk Honda has been dedicated to one thing: our customers. It's more than just a slogan, it's how we've always done business, putting you first. At Mohawk Honda, we'll go out of our way to please you.
So let me get this straight. You don't think the 2025 Honda Ridgeline is a real truck? Let's break this down. Do other trucks have a dual action tailgate with in-bed storage? Oh yeah, there's a drain plug down there, by the way, for the big games that we're about to watch too. And let's talk about this perfect fit bed liner and the fact that we don't have any obnoxious wheel wells getting our way. But I guess it's still not a truck. How about that smooth, quiet ride? Try climate control, safety features that I don't have to pay extra for. But you're right. Guess it's not a truck. And it can tow up to 5,000 pounds. But it's not a truck. So now that we broke this down, I guess you're right. It's not a truck. It's more. It offers you everything you need, plus some. This is the 2025 Honda Ridgeline. I'm John Kerber, Mohawk Honda.
Hi, I'm Luis Morales. I'm a sales consultant here at Mohawk Honda. I started in the industry as a parts manager, then moved into sales for the past 6 years here at Mohawk Honda. I like working at Mohawk Honda because of the people, the atmosphere, and putting dreams in driveways. Outside of work, I enjoy my times with my family, going out to dinner and hanging out. The reason you should choose me as a salesperson is I will give you the best VIP experience on your car buying process. I'll make it as easy as 1, 2, 3, and I'm very fun and outgoing. Again, I'm Luis Morales from Walk Honda, and I am looking forward to work with you soon.
Here are 6 facts in 30 seconds about oil changes, and the 4th one will surprise you. Hi guys, it's Ashley at Mohawk Honda, and welcome to Fast Facts. The primary purpose of an oil change is to get the old, dirty oil out, put clean, fresh oil in that will properly lubricate your engine. It is recommended to get your oil changed either A, when your maintenance minder light comes on, or B, once a year if you don't drive enough mileage to trigger the maintenance light. Timely oil changes contribute to the longevity of your engine by protecting it from excessive wear. There are many different types of oils out there, so that's why it's best to consult a service advisor like myself to advise you on the proper oil to use in your vehicle. Frequent oil changes can also contribute to better fuel efficiency. While it is possible to do your oil change, it is better left to the experts like us. Not only are we going to do your oil and filter change, we're also going to do a complimentary multi-point inspection on the entire vehicle. Was that over 30 seconds? Well, we'll see you next time.
This is a 23-year-old car, and it may look like that on the outside and the inside for now, but the team is going to clean this up to make it look showroom ready.
When I joined Mohawk Honda, I wasn't really sure where I wanted to go or what I wanted to do. I quickly came to realize no matter what position I was in, I wanted to be a part of the Mohawk team. The atmosphere, environment, and people made me feel like I was on a team and a part of something bigger than myself. My favorite thing about selling cars at Mohawk is the experience I get to provide to my customers. Outside of work, you can find me going to the gym, golfing, and spending time with my family. I'm Dalton Crow from Bolson Spa. That's my story, and this is my Mohawk Honda, where we go out of our way to please you.
For decades, Mohawk Honda has been dedicated to one thing: our customers. It's more than just a slogan, it's how we've always done business, putting you first. At Mohawk Honda, we'll go out of our way to please you.
So let me get this straight. You don't think the 2025 Honda Ridgeline is a real truck? Let's break this down. Do other trucks have a dual action tailgate with in-bed storage? Oh yeah, there's a drain plug down there, by the way, for the big games that we're about to watch too. And let's talk about this perfect fit bed liner and the fact that we don't have any obnoxious wheel wells getting our way. But I guess it's still not a truck. How about that smooth, quiet ride? Try climate control, safety features that I don't have to pay extra for. But you're right. Guess it's not a truck. And it can tow up to 5,000 pounds, but it's not a truck. So now that we broke this down, I guess you're right, it's not a truck, it's more. It offers you everything you need, plus some. This is the 2025 Honda Ridgeline. I'm John Kerber, Mohawk Honda.
Hi, I'm Luis Morales. I'm a sales consultant here at Mohawk Honda. I started in the industry as a parts manager, then moved into sales for the past 6 years here at Mohawk Honda. I like working at Mohawk Honda because of the people, the atmosphere, and putting dreams in driveways. Outside of work, I enjoy my times with my family, going out to dinner and hanging out. The reason you should choose me as a salesperson is I will give you the best VIP experience on your car buying process. I'll make it as easy as 1, 2, 3, and I'm very fun and outgoing. Again, I'm Luis Morales from Walkaround, Honda, and I am looking forward to work with you soon.
Perfect. All right, let's, yeah. All right, we are back here with the 2026 Honda Passport. We are on our final hour, which is crazy. The Civic is the last thing we got after this. So we're gonna get rocking and rolling just a little bit. This is the brand new 2026 trail-inspired design of the 2026 Passport TrailSport Elite package, which is the top line except for the Blackout Edition, which we can, we're not gonna be able to show now, but this is in the ash green metallic. So my two favorite colors for the brand new Passport is the ash green metallic. I saw this driving by and I was like, wow. It just looks stunning in the sun and definitely stands out. Some of our friends on TikTok are also loving the color of this, so I'm super excited about that. But if you're just hopping on, we are showcasing all the vehicles, not all the vehicles, majority of our vehicles here, our new vehicles here at Mohawk Honda. And we are offering a 20% off parts installation fee today. So if you are looking for some new parts, we're going over some of these here, along with some of the specials that are going on. And we're gonna try to do this more often, just to reinvigorate. Maybe you're looking, maybe you have a friend that's looking, maybe you have questions and you want to get them answered. Here we can do that. So with that being said, the TrailSport is amazing. We took this off-road, quote unquote, the other day, and we had such a good time. So the front grille reflects its off-road spirit. It rides on all-terrain tires wrapped around 18-inch TrailSport wheels, which we'll show you in just a moment. One thing I like to point out is obviously everyone loves the horsepower. You can look at that if you really want to, but 282 horsepower. Everyone loves that, right? But horsepower only talks about so much, right? Yes, it has the get up and go that you need. It has the power you need, but at the same time, you're gonna get the all-wheel drive. And something that we noticed when we were taking this on the trail was that it has an intelligent track control. So what I'm meaning by that is the wheels, they spin if they have traction and they don't spin if they don't. So we had this thing, one wheel was slightly lifted up that you can kind of see. So put all the power to 3 wheels instead of putting power to the front 2 wheels or the back 2 wheels. It did it intelligently because it understood, hey, I might be tilted a little bit. Let me put all the power to where I need it to go, which is pretty sweet. So one thing I actually didn't notice when I lifted up this hood, it actually comes with pistons. So hydraulic pistons, somewhat pistons. So you really don't even have to worry about it. It just goes up by itself, which is really nice because typically you have, on all the other models, you have the little stick that has to be connected. But take a look at this real quick. It, honestly, probably my favorite looking Honda at the moment. I really hope that they take the 2026 Ridgeline or whatever Ridgeline they have and kind of focus on something like this that looks a little more rugged, because this blows me out of the water. This does come with standard roof rails, available crossbars, so that's the things I go. I always got this confused when I first started working at Mohawk. Is like roof rails and crossbars. I just figured they all come together. Not the fact. You can kind of see here. These are the roof rails we are talking about here. Holy smokes, those are thick. What? Okay, so that's something I didn't notice before. Full LED lighting provides both style and visibility. LED headlights here, along with fog lights at the bottom. You can kind of see them here as well, my friends. And so this is really nice to improve your visibility for your rugged paths as well. And there also is a package added. I don't think it's added on here, that 360 package. It's not added on this one, but the one that we took out was the Blackout Edition that had the TrailSport cameras, which is an additional package. So if you are going to take it off-road, I would highly recommend that, so you can see both sides, which is really cool. And you can go ahead and look at the video that we had. What's up in Schenectady? Well, a bunch, my friend. We are here on TikTok, we're on Facebook and YouTube, and we are talking about the 2026 Passport. Now, we were talking about the engine a little bit. This is a 3.5 liter V6 under the hood, 260 horsepower with 262 pound-foot of torque. 280 horsepower with 262 pound-feet of torque. My bad. Got that wrong. It's all good. So the all-wheel drive traction management, that's what I was talking about with the intelligent all-wheel drive system. It is a 9-speed automatic transmission, and you can actually tow up to 5,000 pounds, which is incredible. So there's one thing that I always like to talk to people about. You know, everyone thinks they need this massive truck to pull things. 5,000 pounds is a lot to pull. It will pull a small, not small, I mean, it will pull a basic pontoon boat, I'm pretty sure. Just a basic pontoon boat. So speedboat, small little speedboat that you have, like this can pull everything you need to get, so if you're going to the lake, if you're going camping, this will bring everything you need. Your jet ski, all of that fun stuff, you can pull that. Got a little pop-up camper, I'm not talking about the fifth wheels, I'm talking about the pop-up trailer, and even some of those you can actually pull with this Ridgeline, with a Ridgeline or this Passport. So that's really nice to have. But with that, let's move on over to the side here to talk a little bit about, because I want everyone to see the side. So let's move over to the side here, and we take a look at the side. Like I talked about before, you have the 18-inch alloy rims, which is really nice to see. Again, this is the brand new 2026, so many of you may have not seen it, which is really nice. It comes with the higher ride, the skid plates, and we talked about this before, the roof rails. You guys see it goes from the passenger side all the way back to the trunk area, which is really nice. We see the, I love the accented handles, you know, and if you've been following with us on our HRV, we noticed that you had the little button here, you have the 3 lines. So with that, why don't we move on down to the trunk area, and we will talk about safety in just a moment, but let's get the camera set up real quick. Coming right over, just need a quick little drink, my friends. All right, here we are, friends. Sorry about that. Another thing that you will recognize too is you have the plastic fenders, which is really nice, and inside of the wheel wells, you have a nice little felt lining, which is really nice to clean off, especially when you go mudding. You know who you are out there. But I love the aggressive wheels that you give you nice traction and performance, especially in mud and different areas like that. So it does come with your little tow hitch. You can kind of see that here. As I mentioned, onto my TikTok friends who are following with us on TikTok, if you are on TikTok, don't follow us yet, make sure you do. They kind of got the first look before our friends here on Facebook and YouTube. But this has the no handle open tailgate, so hands-free we like to call it. So with your key in your pocket and you have all that stuff in your arms, you can just kick right underneath and this will raise and lower. Now you kind of noticed when I first came out it was a little low. Not good for a tall person like me. The good news is you can set the height to whatever you want. So just by opening this, pressing and holding, you'll hear a second beep. Now it's set, so every time I open and close this, it will come to the right height just for me, which is really nice. You see so much space back here. This is one of the things that I want to point out is that this offers so much space. So if you got kids, this gives you so much space to put in, and one thing that I also want to show is the spare tire. Now, oh, and a little Easter egg here. You can kind of see the little image we have here in the back. Also nice. But most vehicles don't actually come with a spare these days, but this does, which is actually really nice to have. So, also, we have this little button here, along with an AC outlet. So, you know, you're going camping or anything like that, you have this to charge your tires, fill up your tires. You have one of those little pneumatic devices or air mattresses, all that fun stuff. Now, there is one thing that I do want to point out about this that you may not see or may not have seen yet, but there is actually an optional table, which is one of my favorite things that Honda has brought to the car industry. Back in the day, when you bought one of the original CRVs, this little guy that I showed you earlier was a table. And they kind of brought that legacy back by offering an optional table that goes here as a second shelf, which is really nice. So you can buy the optional table, it goes in right here, and we are actually offering a 20% off installation fee for our accessories today. So you buy a vehicle, or maybe you already have a Honda and you want to accessorize it with anything, today is the day for you, my friends. So, you stay right there, Jerry, because not only do you get all of this space in the back here, but if you actually need it, you have a 60-40 split here in the back. So you're getting a lot more space. And for me, just to gauge it for y'all, I'm 6'1". So let's see here. My head isn't even touching, so you get tons of space. If I go sideways, you can kind of tell too. So you have almost about 7 feet in the back here, which is really nice. Extra space, if you ever need it. Which, if you're going to the Outback, you're gonna need it. All right, so let's move on into the passengers in the back for their comfort, their creature comforts. I'll open the door for you. Oh, hey. How's it going? So, fun feature that I'm seeing here is the little sunshade. Now, this is typically set apart for high luxury vehicles. You don't typically see these, but Honda has added these in a bunch of their vehicles, which is really nice to have. Especially if you have kids, babies. This is really nice to just keep the sun out of their face. You also see the design pattern here, little abstract art. I love that. And it just really adds to that aggressive lines, along with the TrailSport stitching, which is orange and black. So the TrailSport badging, as you can tell, we'll show you on the way around, but the orange and black really gives you that sense of continuity between the vehicle and that badge. So let's come on in for a little bit here. So you can see that this actually has a tri-climate control, which is really nice for all of your passengers. So you have heated seats as well, so heated outboard seats. So that means the seat that I'm currently sitting in, along with your other passenger on the outside, can get that. They can change it to whatever temperature they want, make it nice, cool, and comfortable. Along with another AC outlet and 2 USB-C chargers, which is like, I'm a techie guy. I need to have at least 4 USB-Cs in my car. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a techie person, you know that too, right? You got your iPad, you got that, and you forgot to charge it. You have your USB-Cs there. Little creature comfort here. You have your little cup holders, and you will never run out of cup holders in here because you can have 2 in the middle, and then you can kind of show them on that side, but you also have 2 on the side there. So you actually have 3 cup holders per person in the back here, or 2 per person, which is really nice. And before we move to the front to kind of showcase the steering wheel and all of that fun stuff, we have these bolstered seats, which you couldn't really tell from the front here. One of the things that really impresses me is how sturdy these are. So with an off-road vehicle, obviously you're going to be bouncing around, moving around. You really need a nice little seat that keeps you firm in your seat. And this is really awesome that they thought about this. So you're not moving all around. You don't have to worry about this. Like, that's solid. And you know, there's some cars you go into and you move them back and forth and you're like, oh, it's kind of sketch. But no, this really impressed me as well. I wonder if I can do it right here. I might have to turn on the car. Let's see here. This actually has a panel roof in it, which is really nice. Super happy about this. There we go. So for your kids, for your passengers, they get a chance to look up at the sky as you're driving. This is just really nice feature to have. I love a panel roof just to be able to see everything. So, all right, let's move up into the front and we'll go over a little bit more, few features. All right. So Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, wireless Apple CarPlay, and you can kind of see some of the additional, I would say like Easter eggs, right? You have these, oh, I don't think I can take this out, but you have Google Maps, which is also nice. It comes standard on the Passport Elite. And so even if you don't have your phone connected, you'll have Google Maps, which is top notch. Next thing you have is your tri-climate control. So like we talked about in the back, they can control those settings in there. When you get into the Elite version of this vehicle, you get cooled seats and heated seats. So typically we only see heated seats, but the cooling seats just add another feature to that, which is awesome. The best part too is that you can see whether or not your lights are on and what lights are on and what lights are off. So here in the driver dash, there's so much to this car that we're not gonna be able to get to, but here you can see I have my lights on, I can turn them off, and you can see in the driver dash how that looks. You can also see the doors that are on. The home button, the Apple CarPlay, wireless Apple CarPlay once it's set up, Google Assistant. Ooh, one of my favorites, heated steering wheel. Everyone in upstate New York, or if you are in a cold climate zone, you know how awesome a heated steering wheel is. Typically, all you need is your heated seats and your heated steering wheel, and you're set. You don't really, all you need is your defoggers, your defogger on, so you can have no ice on your windshield. But other than that, all you need is that, your heated steering wheel and your heated seats. And if you don't know, gotta try it out. So we have the tri-climate control, we have the cooled seats, we have the heated seats. The heating steering wheel is already getting hot. So let's do this real quick. Turn it on. And there's different modes, which is really nice. So, oh, we have the cameras on the side here. We can see where we're at, which is kind of cool. So you have your front camera here. Now, cool thing about this, you do have your side camera. So we have a full 360 camera system in here, which is really nice. So you have your front camera, you have your sides, but then you also have your full view right here, which is really sweet. So when you're on the trail, you can see what's on side, or if you're parking, you can see how close you are to the curb, which is also a nice feature. So you have that option there. And then you also have your elevation, which is really cool. It's really nice to see. And then I believe, let's see if I can, elevation history. Close the doors here. Yep, so on the right hand side of the dash here, you can see the pitch and the roll. which is really nice. So you can see how elevated you are, which way. So you can kind of gauge how far you can go on the side. Also very nice. Cool feature about this vehicle is that you see the front here. This actually has a cleaner. So there's a cleaning option to turn on and clean your front camera in case you can't see it. Very nice, very, very nice. So that's the trail option. Obviously there's an eco mode, so you're gonna get on average about 20 miles per gallon, 18 city, 23 highway with an average of 20. But you know, it's all about how you drive as a driver. So it could be more, it could be less. If you leave it in sport mode all the time, like me, you're not going to get that 20 mile average. You're going to probably get the 18 city. So just to be mindful of that. But everything is at your control here in the Passport, which is really nice here at Mohawk Honda. And I love the dash. It's an all digital dash. Your gas is on the right. Your temperature is on the left. You can also see your lights that are on here, but you can also see them there. And you can actually change what you want to see on your left and your right, which is really nice. That's what the best part about having this as a digital display, which is really cool. So you actually customize the display, all of that fun stuff. And then here on the side, you have your trip, your navigation. So you could actually have your navigation up on the screen, which is really cool. So we're talking about the Google Maps. You can have that up there. Your range and fuel. So now you know you have 291 miles based on how you drive. And this is a new car, so the average fuel is not going to show what you actually will get here. So that is the interior. There's so much more in here that I'd love to show you. Obviously, you have the gloss black with the abstract in middle console here, with your button shifting, your emergency parking brake, your hill descent, and then this does have an auto on and auto off feature that you can turn off if you want to. So all of that is going to be here for you to take a look at. And again, you still have the black and red orange stitching for the TrailSport edition, which is really nice. You also have TrailSport embroidered on the headrest, which is also a great feature, just to show the class and ruggability, the ruggedness of this. Hazards. I do like that they gave you the knob option for the volume along with the on and off. So if you need a quick on off, we've used this, especially if we're trying to talk to somebody, we just turn it off real quick. You don't have to turn down the volume, you just press the button, which is also nice. You have your SOS feature, aka your Honda Link feature, which is like, you know, if you ever seen one of those old videos, press the red button, flip the switch open, press the button, and talk to somebody. You have your panoramic roof cover closing, and then your sunroof opening. Also nice. Adding some more light in there, along with your sunglass holder, because everybody knows everybody needs that. Awesome. All right. Last thing for all my techie people, you have your wireless charging operation availability here, and you can turn that on and off based on your needs, which is really nice. And then one last thing I'll point out here on the inside, you do have a power seat, left, right, up, down, 12-way. So you have your lumbar 2 for your back, and this also has your seat settings. So 1, 2, set, and then your mirrors also fold in if you want them to, which is also a great feature. So for my friends over on TikTok, hope you found this interesting. Let's see here. Hey, Stephen Parts, good to see you. Of course. So for my friends that are just joining on, welcome to our showcase. We're so excited you're here. This is the 2026 Honda Passport in the TrailSport Elite Edition. This comes with so many features in my favorite color, ash. One of my favorite colors, ash green and sunset orange. Sunburst orange? Sunset orange. Sunset orange is my other favorite color. And we are here to really talk about some of the awesome vehicles we have going on here. This Passport is definitely one of them. I hope you had as much fun as I did taking a look at this, because there are some things on here that I didn't even know walking through this vehicle again. So with that being said, we have actually one more vehicle and then we are done, my friends, with this Honda showcase at Mohawk Honda. We have the Honda Civic Sport that we are going to bring in here. So hang on with us for a moment as we get into that. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments below. If you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, we'd love to hear from you. So send those in there. Also on TikTok, if you have any questions about parts or anything like that, we are offering a 20% off installation fee for those that want to get some accessories for their vehicle today. But this is the first of many. We're definitely going to bring this back next month, and we'll even have some better deals for those that tune in with us. So with that being said, thank you for taking a look at the 2026 Honda Passport TrailSport Elite Edition. Time to bring in the Civic Sport in just a moment. Thanks.
Here are 6 facts in 30 seconds about oil changes, and the fourth one will surprise you. Hi guys, it's Ashley at Mohawk Honda, and welcome to Fast Facts. The primary purpose of an oil change is to get the old, dirty oil out, put clean, fresh oil in that will properly lubricate your engine. It is recommended to get your oil changed either A, when your maintenance minder light comes on, or B, once a year if you don't drive enough mileage to trigger the maintenance light. Timely oil changes contribute to the longevity of your engine by protecting it from excessive wear. There are many different types of oils out there, so that's why it's best to consult a service advisor like myself to advise you on the proper oil to use in your vehicle. Frequent oil changes can also contribute to better fuel efficiency. While it is possible to do your oil change, it is better left to the experts like us. Not only are we going to do your oil and filter change, we're also going to do a complimentary multi-point inspection on the entire vehicle. Was that over 30 seconds? Well, we'll see you next time.
This is a 23-year-old car, and it may look like that on the outside and the inside for now, but the team is going to clean this up to make it look showroom ready.
When I joined Mohawk Honda, I wasn't really sure where I wanted to go or what I wanted to do. I quickly came to realize no matter what position I was in, I wanted to be a part of the Mohawk team. The atmosphere, environment, and people made me feel like I was on a team and a part of something bigger than myself. My favorite thing about selling cars at Mohawk is the experience I get to provide to my customers. Outside of work, you can find me going to the gym, golfing, and spending time with my family. I'm Dalton Crow from Bolson Spa. That's my story, and this is my Mohawk Honda, where we go out of our way to please you.
For decades, Mohawk Honda's been dedicated to one thing: our customers. It's more than just a slogan, it's how we've always done business, putting you first. At Mohawk Honda, we'll go out of our way to please you.
So let me get this straight. You don't think the 2025 Honda Ridgeline is a real truck? Let's break this down. Do other trucks have a dual action tailgate with in-bed storage? Oh yeah, there's a drain plug down there, by the way, for the big games that we're about to watch too. And let's talk about this perfect fit bed liner and the fact that we don't have any obnoxious wheel wells getting our way. But I guess it's still not a truck. How about that smooth, quiet ride? Try climate control, safety features that I don't have to pay extra for. But you're right. Guess it's not a truck. And it can tow up to 5,000 pounds. But it's not a truck. So now that we broke this down, I guess you're right. It's not a truck. It's more. It offers you everything you need, plus some. This is the 2025 Honda Ridgeline. I'm John Kerber, Mohawk Honda.
Hi, I'm Luis Morales. I'm a sales consultant here at Mohawk Honda. I started in the industry as a parts manager, then moved into sales for the past 6 years here at Mohawk Honda. I like working at Mohawk Honda because of the people, the atmosphere, and putting dreams in driveways. Outside of work, I enjoy my times with my family, going out to dinner, and hanging out. The reason you should choose me as a salesperson is I will give you the best VIP experience on your car buying process. I'll make it as easy as 1, 2, 3, and I'm very fun and outgoing. Again, I'm Luis Morales from Walk Honda, and I am looking forward to work with you soon.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Tyler Haraden, and I am a sales and leasing consultant over here at Mohawk Honda. I've been with Mohawk Honda for about 5 years now. I've done a little bit of everything. I've been selling cars for a little over a year. I worked in detail, I worked in the service drive, I also was a delivery coordinator as a product specialist, and now I'm here selling cars. My favorite part of working here at Mohawk Honda is our culture. Every single day is a lot of fun coming into work. I love meeting new people, and of course working with our great team. Why you should buy a car from me is because nobody is going to give you a better experience between product knowledge, friendliness, the best price. You're going to be in good hands with me. When I'm not here at Mohawk Honda, I enjoy being outside in nature, spend time with my friends and family, and watching sports. Again, my name is Tyler Haraden over here at Mohawk Honda. I look forward to meeting you soon. Okay.
Tie's jittery.
By the way, if you want to pull screws out, you put it to the left.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just a pro tip.
All right, ready, set, go.
I'll start. Oh, he's behind.
Ooh, boy. Oh.
Come on now. Yo! That's ridiculous! Oh my god.
Woo! Maybe next year, buddy.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Tyler Haraden over here at Mohawk Honda. Today, I'm gonna be reading a 5-star review. This review is from Amber McCarthy. Tyler was a pleasure to work with when purchasing my new car. He was professional and very patient during the process. Thank you, Tyler, for all of your help. If you would like to have a 5-star experience with me, you can call me anytime, 518-370-4911. My extension is 106. You can also find us online as well.
Here are 6 facts in 30 seconds about oil changes, and the 4th one will surprise you. Hi guys, it's Ashley at Mohawk Honda, and welcome to Fast Facts. The primary purpose of an oil change is to get the old, dirty oil out, put clean, fresh oil in that will properly lubricate your engine. It is recommended to get your oil changed either A, when your maintenance minder light comes on, or B, once a year if you don't drive enough mileage to trigger the maintenance light. Timely oil changes contribute to the longevity of your engine by protecting it from excessive wear. There are many different types of oils out there, so that's why it's best to consult a service advisor like myself to advise you on the proper oil to use in your vehicle. Frequent oil changes can also contribute to better fuel efficiency. While it is possible to do your oil change, it is better left to the experts like us. Not only are we going to do your oil and filter change, we're also going to do a complimentary multi-point inspection on the entire vehicle. Was that over 30 seconds? Well, we'll see you next time.
This is a 23-year-old car, and it may look like that on the outside and the inside for now, but the team is going to clean this up to make it look showroom ready.
When I joined Mohawk Honda, I wasn't really sure where I wanted to go or what I wanted to do. I quickly came to realize no matter what position I was in, I wanted to be a part of the Mohawk team. The atmosphere, environment, and people made me feel like I was on a team and a part of something bigger than myself. My favorite thing about selling cars at Mohawk is the experience I get to provide to my customers. Outside of work, you can find me going to the gym, golfing, and spending time with my family. I'm Dalton Crow from Bolson Spa. That's my story, and this is my Mohawk Honda, where we go out of our way to please you.
For decades, Mohawk Honda has been dedicated to one thing: our customers. It's more than just a slogan, it's how we've always done business, putting you first. At Mohawk Honda, we'll go out of our way to please you.
So let me get this straight. You don't think the 2025 Honda Ridgeline is a real truck? Let's break this down. Do other trucks have a dual action tailgate with in-bed storage? Oh yeah, there's a drain plug down there, by the way, for the big games that we're about to watch too. And let's talk about this perfect fit bed liner and the fact that we don't have any obnoxious wheel wells getting our way. But I guess it's still not a truck. How about that smooth, quiet ride? Try climate control, safety features that I don't have to pay extra for. But you're right. Guess it's not a truck. And it can tow up to 5,000 pounds, but it's not a truck. So now that we broke this down, I guess you're right, it's not a truck, it's more. It offers you everything you need, plus some. This is the 2025 Honda Ridgeline. I'm John Kerber, Mohawk Honda.
Hi, I'm Luis Morales. I'm a sales consultant here at Mohawk Honda. I started in the industry as a parts manager, then moved into sales for the past 6 years here at Mohawk Honda. I like working at Mohawk Honda because of the people, the atmosphere, and putting dreams in driveways. Outside of work, I enjoy my times with my family, going out to dinner and hanging out. The reason you should choose me as a salesperson is I will give you the best VIP experience on your car buying process. I'll make it as easy as 1, 2, 3, and I'm very fun and outgoing. Again, I'm Luis Morales from Mohawk Honda, and I am looking forward to work with you soon.
Here are 6 facts in 30 seconds about oil changes, and the 4th one will surprise you. Hi guys, it's Ashley at Mohawk Honda, and welcome to Fast Facts. The primary purpose of an oil change is to get the old, dirty oil out, put clean, fresh oil in that will properly lubricate your engine. It is recommended to get your oil changed either A, when your maintenance minder light comes on, or B, once a year if you don't drive enough mileage to trigger the maintenance light. Timely oil changes contribute to the longevity of your engine by protecting it from excessive wear. There are many different types of oils out there, so that's why it's best to consult a service advisor like myself to advise you on the proper oil to use in your vehicle. Frequent oil changes can also contribute to better fuel efficiency. While it is possible to do your oil change, it is better left to the experts like us. Not only are we going to do your oil and filter change, we're also going to do a complimentary multi-point inspection on the entire vehicle. Was that over 30 seconds? Well, we'll see you next time.
This is a 23-year-old car, and it may look like that on the outside and the inside for now, but the team is going to clean this up to make it look showroom ready.
When I joined Mohawk.
All right, everybody, we are on the final vehicle of today, which is the Honda Civic Sport. This one comes in the hatchback, and this is my favorite style. I'm gonna say it's my favorite because you're gonna notice the sand dune pearl color, aka what I'm calling it. We need to check sound on TikTok. TikTok, let me know. Did we fix the sound yet? Are we good? Can you hear me? Let me know. There. All right, so you can hear us on the live stream here on Facebook and YouTube, which is good. TikTok, I may just have to pull the plug, but just let me know if we see that there. All right, so Sand Dune Pearl, aka what I call the Call of Duty color. That is just Nate Greklick's personal call of this color, but I think that it is very militaresque in the way that they made it. So that's what I'm saying here. But we're gonna start with the engine here. This is a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, which is gonna give you 158 horsepower that strikes the perfect balance between performance and efficiency. And it's quick off the line because it is the sport version. It's gonna give you a little bit more pick up and go. This is a CVT engine, which, go and take a look. I'm not gonna tech all the specifics for you, but go ahead and take a look at that. And this gives you the McPherson front suspension, which makes it feel nice little, makes it feel smoother on the front. And it's going to give you that multi-link rear suspension as well in the back to give you a nice, great ride, which everybody loves. You know, if you've driven a Civic before, you know, they run forever, plus they feel nice when you're driving down them. So take a look at that. One thing I will point out that a bunch of our salespeople have talked about is underneath the hood here. This is a fire blanket, so in the case there is a fire, the plastic clips melt off and the fire blanket falls down, which is really nice. So with that being said, I'm going to drop this for us, and now you can kind of see the whole vehicle here. Now with the Civic, you are going to see full LED lighting, and you also see the daytime running lights, LED lights here, and then you have your turn signals on the left and on the right here, which is really nice. And take a look for yourself. You can see the aggressive line. The way that they changed it, this is a redesign from previous. See here. There we go. TikTok wasn't working for some reason. Let's see that. All right, so we have this LED on the front. We do have a chrome exhaust finisher and body colored accents with the handles. The handles are actually the same color, which on some versions of the Civic, they are not the same as the body. So let's get into taking a look at the side here. So on the side, you're going to get 18-inch alloy rims. These are blacked out. These are specific to the sport version. So with that being said, you have your 18-inch, and they come with the all seasons here at Mohawk Honda. One thing that we do like to talk about, you know, you have your LX, you have your Sport, and the EXL, and the Sport Touring, which is really nice to have. So some of those features that we might think are out of our reach, this is a middle line Civic. You are going to get your Honda Sensing Safety Suite of Honda Sensing Suite of safety technology. It is a tongue twister sometimes. And with that, you're actually going to get the blind spot monitoring. Now, if you've been following us along, we have been live since 10 o'clock today, and blind spot monitoring can actually differ on where it's being shown depending on the vehicle. But here on the Civic, it is on the mirror, which you can kind of see right there. And if you also notice, this has a breakaway mirror, which is really nice. You know, some vehicles only have, they only go in, but this one goes in and out, so in case you hit something, it will actually fold in versus not. Here on the outside, let me see, is the key in here? Yes. Keyless entry is really nice. Obviously, you can always press the lock and unlock, but if you have things in your hand, you're holding something, you want to reach in your pocket, as long as the key's in your pocket, we tested this earlier, how far you can go. So go ahead and watch the replay on that. But just putting your hand in the handle, it will notice. Also, depending on your gloves or not, as long as you fit it in the slot of the handle, it does unlock. Now to lock the vehicle, there's a few ways. Obviously, there is an option here on the handle itself, just by pressing these little dashes on the side, but there is a feature called Walkaway auto locks, and we can show you that in a bit, but that will allow you to lock all the cars just by walking away, which is really nice to see. So, sensing safety, we do notice we have the camera on the front here, which will show you the lines here. And one of the things that I did want to talk about is the lane keeping assist with low speed follow, which is really nice to have. So in stop and go traffic, the vehicle will actually go the speed of the car in front of you, which is really nice, even to a complete stop, which some vehicles have the adaptive cruise control, but they don't have the low speed follow, which is a nice feature. Coming along the side, you do see that it is blacked out. That is because of the sport trim. It is really nice to have that feature as well. and we are going to head into the back in just a moment. But typically what you'll get with these is a chrome accent around the ridge here. That's not the case here with the Civic Sport. With the Sport package, you do get the blacked out, which personally I like, but some people do like the chrome. So again, another feature that I believe comes on here, I'm not sure if this is an add-on. Let's see here. Yes, so we actually added these on here. We added the wheel locks, and that's just for your safety, having the vehicle. Sports have been known, people really enjoy the rims a little bit too much, and they think that they're theirs. So we put the wheel locks on for you, and a small little extra cost, but it is nice to have. You don't have to worry about someone taking your rims. They are locked on there, so you don't have to worry about that. So this is a sport hatch. The really cool part is it actually gives you two handles, so if you're left-handed or right-handed, it'll work for you there. Little cargo cover here, privacy cover, so just put that across, and that will block someone's view from seeing what you have in here. 60-40 split here in the back for a little bit extra storage. And people always ask, am I going to get a spare? Well, you don't have to ask anymore. We're showing it right here. There is a spare tire in here with your jack and the fuel funnel. Now, if you haven't had a vehicle that has a capless fueling system like the Civic, you may not know what that fuel funnel is all about. So let me show you real quick on that. Car is locked. There you go. So when the car is locked, obviously your gas tank can't be opened, but with your fuel funnel, in case you ever need to use a gas can to fill up your tank, you just use that funnel, push it right in, and that will bypass the pressure system in here, so you can fill it with the gas can. Here on the inside, again, this is a Sport. It's pretty basic. There's nothing crazy in here. I don't know who would be sitting in this front seat that you need all this front forward, but this is where the seat normally is. I'm 6'1", so I actually fit comfortably in here. I can fit my feet underneath, and it's actually a quite nice ride. You do have the leather in the middle accent on the sides here, kind of bolster it, which is really nice to see. And yeah, this does come with a 60-40 split if you ever need any extra space for your Civic. Before we get on the inside, a fun feature about this Sport and about Hondas, they give you as much as they can, right, with your price, make it nice and efficient and affordable. And something you'll see here that usually comes on more luxury vehicles is auto down, auto up, especially for the passenger side. And that is one thing that you do get with the Honda Civic Sport here. So we'll turn on the car a little bit just to show you some of the fun features here. Turning on the vehicle. Now, one thing I do love is that everyone's starting to add in the USB-Cs. That's just the way that all the cordage is going. So you can be assured that any new phone that you're getting, you're going to have your USB-C. There's a nice little tray here that actually has 2 positions in the center console. Your different drive modes. So there is 3 different drive modes in this Honda Civic Sport, which is going to give you the Sport mode, the normal mode, and then the Econ mode, which is really nice, obviously to give you the max amount of mileage on your vehicle with your miles per gallon. All the hand controls are right where you need them. You don't have to take your hand off the steering wheel, which is really nice in order to change audio, switch songs, all that fun stuff. And so this is a touchscreen. So clock settings, I just wanted to show you how nice it is. Cross traffic monitor on, so when you go backwards, you can see if someone's coming behind you, it's actually going to alert you, which is really nice to have. Let's see. I actually love this grill that they input here. They started doing this on a bunch of their Honda models, which I really enjoy. I think it just gives a little extra luxury feel with the dashboard. You have your four vents still, so you can point these towards you. You can turn them off if you really don't want them, and you still have your center ones along with that. I did talk about this on the HRV, and that's the brake hold. Now the brake hold is actually going to give you what Honda calls less foot fatigue, right? So if you're in stop and go traffic, you have to keep your foot on the brake. There's pressure on that brake, and maybe your foot could start to cramp up after a little bit. So they actually make a brake hold. So as long as we're gonna do this live, real time, right now. So long as my seatbelt is in and I'm in drive, right? And I have my brake hold. You can kind of see it here in the dash. As long as I have the brake hold on. All right, ready? So we're in drive. My foot is not on the brake. See? Foot on, foot off. Again, look, we are in drive. And because of the brake hold system, I can take my foot off. But as soon as I press the gas, we start to roll forward. Really cool. So then, we were just moving forward. I put my foot on the brake. Brake hold is on again. Foot's off the brake. We're not moving anywhere. One of my favorite features about the Hondas that I drive. Now we're in park. You do get Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. I think that's one question that everybody asks. And yes, we do, which is really nice. Comes up right here on your screen. It is a touchscreen like we said. And all of this is at your fingertips, which is really nice. You do have a half digital screen. So with that being said, you can actually change things that you see. So speed and time, driver attention. You can see the seatbelt. So you can see that all the seatbelts in the back here are buckled up. So if you have all these passengers, you can make sure that they're buckled. And once I unbuckle mine, you can see it's telling me the parking brake is engaged because I have the car on. I'm in park, but I don't have my seatbelt on. So once I put it back on, it shows me right there. And that's because I actually had the brake hold on. That was why. So you can see that. Maintenance, safety support. This is all of the safety sensing. You can see here blind spot monitoring, lane keeping assist, and your collision mitigation braking system. All at, you can see which ones are on, which ones are off, and you can turn those off if you didn't want them. So this is a pretty simple vehicle, but it still gives you everything you need, everything you're looking for when you're looking at a vehicle. Your Bluetooth backup camera and your audio is pretty much the main things you're looking for, especially when you don't want a lot of things in your vehicle. You want to keep it simple, and that's what you're going to get with the Civic Sport here. Again, we are in the Sand Dune Pearl. This is the 2025 Civic Hatchback Sport. So just to be mindful of that. So that's a small little look. My friends here on TikTok, Steve liked the fact that I called this the Call of Duty Color Civic on our TikTok page. Thank you, everybody. This is the Civic Sport Hatch, and the featured lease special for this vehicle today is $279 a month with $999 down, plus tax, title, and fees. If you have any questions on that, feel free to reach out to any of our salespeople here at Mohawk Honda. And everyone that's just joining, or if you've been watching this live stream today, or you're watching the replay, thank you so much for watching. This has been fun for us to try this out. So excited that we were able to do this. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for liking this video. We appreciate that. Awesome. This has been really fun for us. to try out. We had Jared in the back here producing. This was a lot of work to put together, but we appreciate everybody that has tuned in for this. And the last thing is, if you're looking for accessories, we're going to bring this full spin next time. We're going to have maybe an accessory wall, different things like that that we can bring in here to kind of showcase what's available. So another thing that I want to just kind of touch on, we do offer a bunch of different things here, like all-season floor mats, roofs, racks, crossbars on some vehicles, HPD and blackout packages, which can give you a nice little sporty feel. So if you didn't get the sport, some of these vehicles come with chrome accents. If you didn't want that, there's options for taking those out. Trunk trays, organizers, seat back protectors. And another thing that I'd like to touch on too is, if you're local, maybe you are a part of the 518, as we like to call it here in upstate New York, we are offering some specific specials for service. So maybe you have a Honda already, and maybe it's not even from Mohawk Honda, but you just have one. We are giving a $20 off a wheel alignment. So typically they're around $100. We're taking $20 off of that. So winter really takes a toll. Here in upstate New York, the potholes are everywhere. We're calling it the pothole special. So if you want to get your ride back in track, make sure you take a look at that. And maybe winter has wreaked havoc on your vehicle and you got the salt still on there, you haven't made it in, your kids have just been destroying it by throwing their food all over the place. I have 2 kids, I definitely understand that. And we are offering $25 off a full vehicle today. So make sure you take a look at that. Just give us a call and ask our team how you can take advantage of that. Tell them you were listening to the live today and you want to take advantage of that offer. But for now, this was the Mohawk Honda Showcase highlights, horsepower, and hot deals. My name is Nathaniel Gregg, your host for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tell us how we can do better. Maybe there's some vehicles that you want to see next time that we weren't able to show today. Let us know in the comments below. And if you're following the lead play, thank you so much. And for all my friends here live on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, thank you so much for watching. We'll tune in next time to Tuesday, where we go live every Tuesday for our Mohawk Table Talk. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon. See you later.
Here are 6 facts in 30 seconds about oil changes, and the 4th one will surprise you. Hi guys, it's Ashley at Mohawk Honda, and welcome to Fast Facts. The primary purpose of an oil change is to get the old, dirty oil out, put clean, fresh oil in that will properly lubricate your engine. It is recommended to get your oil changed either A, when your maintenance minder light comes on, or B, once a year if you don't drive enough mileage to trigger the maintenance light. Timely oil changes contribute to the longevity of your engine by protecting it from excessive wear. There are many different types of oils out there, so that's why it's best to consult a service advisor like myself to advise you on the proper oil to use in your vehicle. Frequent oil changes can also contribute to better fuel efficiency. While it is possible to do your oil change, it is better left to the experts like us. Not only are we going to do your oil and filter change, we're also going to do a complimentary multi-point inspection on the entire vehicle. Was that over 30 seconds? Well, we'll see you next time.
This is a 23-year-old car, and it may look like that on the outside and the inside for now.
We'll make a note for that next